TYT Sports locked out here in beautiful Culver City, California. We're strong with you. AC Milan's owner and president, Silvio Berlusconi, has been sentenced to 4 years in prison because of tax fraud. Now, because of Italy's law, basically, men over 70, men or women over 70, usually do not go to jail. His sentence was reduced to 1 year. So the AC Milan owner, Silvio Berlusconi, appears that he may serve 1 year in prison. Now, again, it was later cut to 1 year because of a 2006 amnesty law aimed at reducing prison overcrowding. That is according to ESPN. The amount of money pocketed in this tax evasion and tax fraud is millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. Let's get into the specifics here about Berlusconi. There were 10 others involved in a 6-year tax fraud trial, and this is from The Independent. He dodged huge amounts of tax by exaggerating the cost of film rights that he purchased for his Mediaset television empire. Some of the assets were diverted to overseas slush funds in Switzerland and Hong Kong in the 200 million euro scam. Now, for Berlusconi, this is not the first time, if you know anything about him, that scandal has hit the former prime minister of Italy. Let's get into all of his scandals very quickly. Highly entertaining, but also incredibly controversial and need to be taken seriously. From The Independent, in 1994, he was elected prime minister in March and then went under investigation in November for corruption. 3 years later, false accounting equivalates to 16 months in jail. He tried to bribe police. That's another 33 months, yet he was somehow acquitted on appeal. 1 year later, financed Italian Socialist Party, which gave him 28 months. The case was dropped because of the statute of limitations. 4 years later, under Berlusconi, the Italian parliament relaxes their laws on false accounting. In 2008, he received immunity from his cabinet from prosecution. In 2009, it was not ruled to make this permanent. Huh? Thanks, Steve. In 2009, Berlusconi's wife cut the cord on their marriage when he reportedly went to a model's 18th birthday party. She even said he hadn't attended his son's 18th birthday parties. Great dad. Also enhanced the number of troops patrolling Italian cities from 3,000 to 30,000 troops. He didn't give specific reasons on that. In 2010, Karima El Maroug, I probably didn't say that correctly, but just go with it. A nightclub dancer was detained by police on charges of theft, yet Berlusconi made a call to Italian police and they released her. Simply incredible. In 2011, Berlusconi in the news again for being indicted for paying for sex with El Maroug and abusing his power on the last charge in 2010 for having her released. He would end his reign as prime minister. And now in 2012, tax fraud. With his company Mediaset, apparently the reports were that he bumped up prices 2 different times. In the mid-90s, 1994 to 1998 to be exact, the cost went up by 285 million euros. Then from 2001 to 2003, they went up another 30 million euros. Now, Berlusconi owns AC Milan, who have lost 3 straight matches and 5 of 8 Serie A matches. This is their worst start in 71 years. And remember, this is a team that is cutting payroll left and right. They got rid of Thiago Silva and Zlatan Ibrahimovic to PSG in France. And then they even cut a few others with Gattuso and Nesta. Cassano went to rival Inter Milan. This is a team that is struggling. They are tied for 15th place in Serie A. They are 15 points, if you could believe it, 15 points behind Juventus in Serie A. Incredible stuff. And also, they're in 2nd place in the Champions League, 5 behind Malaga, 1 ahead of Zenit. One big question mark is about their coach, Allegri. Now, many are calling for his head and saying that he deserves the axe. So I ask you guys, should Berlusconi fire him? I mean, and also to a lot of the AC Milan fans, we want to hear your thoughts. Do you think that this tax fraud is somewhat of a blessing in disguise for you guys as fans? Because now Berlusconi, in some cases, he's not running for re-election. So it seems that he's putting the politics aside and he's going to focus more on building up AC Milan, where he has had much success. So what do you guys think? We turn to you. We want to hear your thoughts. Leave those in the comments section below. You can always tweet them at me, at Rick Strom, and please do us a favor. Subscribe to TYT Sports.